Part 3.
Still says starting soon, by the way.
I think it's because you're on a delay.
Oh, am I? Oh, yeah, there we go.
You want me to try and stream OBS again, or is that not going to work?
Nah, it's whatever. It's fine. I'm not really watching the stream. I'm kind of like partially watching it. I'm mainly just listening.
Feel that. Where was I in this game? Where would you like to go?
Just refresh. See if I can
Side missions.
sync up a little bit. Oh yeah, we're gonna start the stream hot with NPC dialogue.
Oh yes, I forgot about that too.
Fuck yeah, that's what people came to see.
You already know I'm taking that dub, you know.
I do like that you can enter Beach Cave from the actual Beach Cave.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it does bother me that you could. It bothers me that you can enter it from the crossroads too, because logistically that makes no sense. Because you're going east, but the cave is south. So why are you going east?
Fuck, Vulpix is in Treasure Tank. Oh wait, no, she's not, because he doesn't know about the cutscene that happened.
Fucking kidnapped, stranger danger. Oh, did I not fix that? He's supposed to say something else. Oh well.
I was reading a fucking think piece the other day about how like this guy was drawing a line between like stranger danger and people being taught that, and like people being isolated when they grow up. It's pretty interesting. It didn't seem like it was really based on a lot, but it's a good story, you know. It's an interesting thought experiment.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm making a mark of any errors that I find, because I'm not gonna remember the stream, so I might as well write it down. Because I'm sure you'll find more bugs and you'll have to fix them. Oh yeah, so your version is not public yet, because I'm waiting on some art to get done, and then I'm gonna make it public. So you'll probably see it. Now I actually do want you to get cloudy weather, because cloudy weather got a little bit of a glow up. So I might have mentioned it on one of the other streams. So one of the things that bother me is at the guild outside and at Sharpedo Bluff, you could actually see the sky. Now that is a problem because it's always sunny.
Right.
Even when it's raining.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah. So that bothers me. I mean, most people would never notice, but it bothers me. So I need to fix that. So I actually commissioned some clouds to get done. So the Wiggly Tuff Guild is in this version that you're playing. Sharpedo Bluff has not had clouds yet, but it'll get them. And then once that is done, then I'm gonna upload this version, and hopefully it'll be the final version, you know, almost a month after I released the part. But what can you do? Because like, when you released Spirit, how many bugs did you find after it was released, or did you just have like a million playtesters?
Honestly, less than you would think, because most of it got patched out during the like. Before the final version came out, there was so many like releases in between that as it went along, we kept scope creep pretty well under wraps. So like anytime there's like our QA just got better, basically. We weren't adding anything, so anytime there was a bug that got found, it would be like, oh, that's something else that we should add to our checklist before we release. So we ended up doing a lot of our QA internally. So a lot of almost everything we were finding. Like before doing any first look through anything, obviously there's a lot. It's like, oh my god. But we did enough pass-throughs that it's almost like every release got better.
Because like even if you play through it one time, like you need someone else to play through it a second time after you make
Oh,
those fixes.
Absolutely. Yes. No, that's always what it turned into. Yeah.
Ugh. Playtesting is hard.
But even then, the final version, I think it had like 1.0 came out very clean. That's something that I'm pretty proud of. But if you look at it, 1.01 had like, I don't even remember. I think it was mostly like balance changes. Balance changes, and like I think there was a couple typos that we missed.
Oh, of course. I love
and I
typos.
think that's it, which is pretty light, honestly, considering how easy it is to just break this game by doing something bad in a script.
The problem I have is if I see a typo, like, even if it's something so minor, I feel the need to make a whole new version of the game to fix that one typo.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's like, is it... I want to fix it right now, but at the end of the day, someone's going to find something else. So when do I make a new version? Because I don't want to release, 50 versions. Each one just fixes one typo. So you gotta...
Yeah, there's new release fatigue that happens too. Like, people don't want to download 500 versions of the same game. At some point, they're like, alright.
Yeah, this is the 19th version of this one part. Which is just awesome. I am hoping now that I like to think I kind of know what I'm doing now for hacking. So I'm hoping that future versions are going to be more clean. Because when I first released the hack, oh my god, there were typos everywhere. And just nothing was working. Even still, some of the early parts of the game, like, I programmed it in such a back-ass way that I would never do now. So it's like, I could go back and fix it, but it works. It looks like shit, but it works.
How much money do I have?
Like, in the code, like, it's spaghetti code, and I could clean it up, but then you run the risk of something not working. So I usually just decide I'm just going to leave this spaghetti code in, even though it looks like crap. Because, the player doesn't know the code's terrible.
Yeah. I think I'm running 4-attack Riolu. I think that's what's
4 attacks? Alright.
We're gonna link quick attack and bullet punch.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
Just 2 tile shit stacked together.
Yep.
So yeah, you have, I think, 2 job days to do. But because they're fake job days, it's not, it literally is days. I said it in the other stream, but normal job days, it counts jobs. This counts days.
Okay.
So you actually don't need to do a job if you don't want to. If you really want to do, you can just dump all your inventory into the storage and all your money, go to Beach Cave, and then just give up, and it'll progress the story. So you actually don't even need to do any jobs if you don't want to. One day I'll give Spirit a try.
You should do it.
Because I feel bad now that you're playing this and I haven't played your stuff. Spirit was the only hack you developed, right?
Yep.
Probably what I'm gonna do. Just one shot, full length hack, and that's it.
Damn, charge me in
full length hacks are so much work.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even really think about short hacks existing when I started.
Like that. No, I hear you. I hear you. I really did not anticipate when I started either that that's what the scene would mostly turn into.
Is short hacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get why, because, people I don't think people want to be sucked into working on the same thing for years, because that's what a full-length act does.
Yeah.
You're not finishing it in a few months. So I feel like people want to work on something that they like and then move on to something else that they also like. But I like making. I wanted to make something much longer.
I think this is what I want on Jinx. I keep going back and forth.
Between
Probably
what
want.
moves?
Kind of want to put Scary Face on him, but I know I'm not going to use that except for bosses. And there hasn't.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Well, I don't know if that's a knock on wood, but hasn't really been bosses yet, so I don't even know if I need to worry about single enemies.
There's the one. There's Mighty Anna, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
But if you really think about it,
and then Altaria.
Vanilla didn't really have.
What is?
Oh yeah, that's
his face. Dragonair.
Dragonair. Yeah. Vanilla didn't have that many bosses either.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all near the end.
Mm-hmm. As opposed to my other hack, which is only bosses. There are no dungeons.
That's fun.
Actually, there's a fake dungeon in it that doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, so did you do this side quest yet? I don't know if you did or not.
I didn't give him a raw spirit, if that's what you.
No, now he's got something else to say. Now he wants you to go deliver a letter for him. So you should have accepted it if you talked to him. There's no actual letter. But he wants you to go find Beautifly wherever she is. To deliver a love letter, I guess.
I'm not getting Beautifly's 4K scarf, I don't think.
Do it! It's so good.
I'm too broke.
Who gives a shit? Buy it anyway. I do.
Obviously,
Did I
Beautifly's
tell-
getting a drink down here. Sorry, I cut you off. What?
Did I tell the story about what I did in college to buy shoes? I think I did.
Yeah, you said you skip meals.
Oh yeah, I'd starve myself. So that's my logic, you know. I might be starving and, you know, malnourished, but damn it, I look good.
Each.
The most intimidating dungeon, Beach Cave. What floor do you have to go to?
Doesn't say.
Oh, it just
How much damage am I
hate
about to
those.
do? He missed.
Nah. You didn't miss. You were about to, like, vaporize that Kabuto.
192. Pretty
Ugh.
decent.
Yeah, there's not much going on right now. I kind of put these in. Like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like padding. Because, you know, job days are kind of... I mean, some people like doing them, but...
Yeah, it's. I mean, in the
It's
base game,
padding,
it's
but
part
also-
padding. It's part. You want to. You want to railroad the player, right? So what the game usually uses side mission days in a spot where they want you to replenish your items. Like, if you notice in every PMD game, they give you a side day mission right after you finish the fugitive arc. because they assume that you're going to be out of items. So they give you a day to encourage you to get items before you go back into the story.
But also, I look at it as it's also for narrative purposes. Like,
yeah,
I don't want the game to happen like every day some shit's going down in the story. Like, you know, there are some days where maybe there's nothing going down. You just do jobs. Because that's one thing that I tried really hard to avoid. I didn't want the story to just progress like super fast. Like I wanted people to, you know, get really in depth in it and just slow it down, you know?
Yeah, that's another thing too. It forces you to slow down. It forces you to another spot where kind of like a pace breaker type sections are normally used in games are when they want you to have some time to digest like the last scene that you just read or watched. Before they just give you more information.
Yeah. So you have 2 days, so you're on the second day now. Okay, so how this works, by the way, is because of that dinner scene where you see everyone eating. And the code that advances the story is there.
Yeah.
So how it works is there's a flag, you know, and that flag will set another flag if it's activated, and that's the 2 days. Now the problem is you could skip that cutscene. Oh yeah, I said this, didn't I? You could skip that cutscene. And I had to remove that feature from the game entirely because it'll skip that code and you'll just have infinite job days if you skip the cutscene. Which was very annoying.
Sure, it's fun to find that out.
Oh yeah, because one of my playtesters was like, the game's not progressing, and I'm like, it should be. And then I realized, wait, if you skip that, have you been skipping the cutscene? I just thought of it out of nowhere, and he goes, yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, that happens. Which is
Fucked.
great. It's one of those things, like, this game is held together so strangely. I mean, I've never coded anything in my life, but there's so many weird things about this game that you just kind of need to accept.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're in Drenched Bluff. More mindless side missions. So yeah, you're actually not that far from the end of part 4. You have one arc left, pretty much, and then you're at the end. I will say, I'm so bad at doing dungeons, though. It's crazy. It is by far my least favorite thing to do is make dungeons. I just suck at them.
What, you just feel like you don't have ideas, or what?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I don't want to just make a standard dungeon. Like, I feel like it should have something to it. And it's just like, it's hard to come up with ideas, man. Because there's only one dungeon that actually has a gimmick in the normal game, pretty much, and that was the Bidoof dungeon. Because you have Snover with you, he'll drain your health, and like that's something that's cool, you know, because that makes you think. But like every other dungeon is just, you know, here's a dungeon because mystery dungeon's in the name of the game, and we need to include one.
Here we go, looking out the window.
Oh, yeah. Real was just like, what are you doing? He goes, it's a window. Yeah. The window. Who the fuck is texting me? Oh yeah. So they know because you talked to Chatot that Vulpix came looking for them, but
Right.
she's suddenly just gone. So like they're all like, where the hell is she? Because there hasn't been any note or anything that
Hmm.
indicates that she was kidnapped. She's just gone. Oh yeah, another nightmare sequence.
Okay.
Wait, so this was always going to be a recurring thing. It was originally going to be right before, or it was going to be during the dungeons where you're alone as Riolu and Shanks. But this dungeon, you're alone as Shanks. So I'm like, that's going to be 3 dungeons in a row. That's one Pokemon dungeons, you know? And I felt like that was too many.
Yeah, I would agree. That's probably a good decision.
So I'm like, it was going to be a part 3 thing, but I had to push it. It would have been too much. But the same gimmick is in here where the first floors there's just nothing. No enemies or anything. Wait, you're gonna want those Pecha berries. Because you don't have any way to heal yourself aside from Petras and Orans in the dungeon because you have no items. Because, it's a dream.
Yeah. You know.
Also, if it was up to me, I would try to remove hunger in this dungeon. Because how do you get hungry in a dream? But it's not a big deal. I mean, can you get hungry in a dream? Maybe.
That's an interesting question, actually. Can you get hungry in a dream? I mean, if the dream is lasting long enough, right? I mean, this like,
Yeah.
do you need food when you're in a coma, right? I guess that would be my response to that question.
I mean, yeah, you do if you're in a coma.
Well, there you go.
But you need food in real life.
Right.
But like, you need food in a dream while you're in a coma.
Well, if
don't
you
need them, simply do not get poisoned. That's true.
I feel like you would. You can be hungry. Yes, exactly, Jonah. You can be hungry how it feel like you're hungry in the dream. And like if you're eating, right, isn't that going to stimulate the feeling of like you are having food coming in?
Wait,
I would think for most people.
I got an idea. This is gonna be the next fad diet. If you don't want to eat too much, just dream of eating. And that way, when you
just
wake
simply control your dreams.
then when you wake up, you're not hungry because you ate in the dream.
Okay.
Of course, that doesn't affect you in real life.
I see.
So in reality, you're starving, but you don't feel it because you just had a 10-course meal in your dream.
I like that.
I gotta patent that.
Does eating in a dream make you fuller or hungrier? Well, Okami's saying it makes you fuller.
Fuller, obviously.
I would argue if you are eating in your dream, that's probably because you are hungry.
Not anymore.
You know? But not anymore with your product you're coming out with, you're saying. You're gonna change your game. Okay.
You aren't actually getting food, but you're tricking your brain into thinking that you're eating, but you're really not. It's like the ice diet.
God, that shit's so fucking...
I had someone at work who did it, and it worked. You eat ice. You freeze it into little chips, and you eat it. And you trick your brain into thinking that it's actually getting food when it's really not.
I mean, yeah, you can stimulate satiety, but you still need a certain caloric intake and nutrients, you know?
Well, he's trying to lose weight.
I see.
So the nutrients that you're getting, you already have. They starved him, so he ate nothing but water chips for like a week.
Back to grind.
Hmm.
DP has proposes an interesting question. Is this like a stomach paralyzer so that you can't feel it anymore?
Stomach paralyzer. I guess so, yeah. Yeah, although your stomach is not what makes you feel hungry.
Yeah, I was
your
gonna
brain. Like, I did read that competitive eaters, how they eat like ridiculous amount of food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you would think they get full, but I looked into it why they don't. Because it takes the stomach 20 minutes to communicate to the brain that it's full. So, if you eat within 20 minutes, you could eat like as much as you want until your brain like explodes because your stomach is telling it that it's like so full.
So what you're doing really is you're suppressing the hunger hormone, whatever that is.
You're not suppressing it. If you talk about my dream idea, yeah. I'm gonna submit that to the patent office and see if they'll accept it. I'm gonna patent all dreams involving food. And if you do it, I demand a royalty.
By the way, hello to Gemini. Don't know if I said that earlier. Good evening.
So speaking of dreams, there's one. I don't watch wrestling, but I died because there's one championship that can be defended anytime, anywhere in Japan.
Okay.
And one dude, and it can be won by anyone and anything.
Yep.
And one dude won the belt because he goes to the champ, and he says, "I pinned you last night in my dream," and he won the title.
I love that.
And they gave it to him. I pinned you in my dreams. Okay, he wins. This conversation reminded me of that. But anyone could win. The latter won at once.
So his parents are already corrupted at this point by the real antagonist, who I forget the lore for this show, right? The real antagonist who is being possessed by the guy who sent Mike Yina the letter. Is that what we're going with?
Listen, this is your headcanon.
Forgot the story of this fucking game.
Yeah, so his parents, basically his parents abandoned him as a kid, and he's all upset now. But he doesn't know why. They just dipped.
Because they want that relic fragment, bro.
They want it bad. So they basically just said, "Fuck the kids, let's go."
Fuck them kids, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's me with kids. I don't like kids. Kids are dirty. They got germs all over them. Oh yeah, the ransom letter. Now finally, 2
he's
days
backing
later.
up.
Oh yeah, he's spooked. Which it's pretty natural. To know that the only family member you have left in the world is now kidnapped. Yeah.
Oh, he breaks open the journal.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Because that's what they want. Like give us the goods. Now he's all upset because Politics is innocent. She's just a little girl, and she's getting roped into this for no reason.
Has Shinx said who left the map for him? Has he said that?
No, he has it, but he doesn't know how. which I do know. I know how he has it, but I haven't explained.
Yeah,
it.
I know too. His parents left it there.
Why would
before
they fucking do that?
Because that'd be Kino.
So you're saying they gave it to him, and then they're looking for it.
No, no,
and
no,
they
no,
just
no.
Forgot they gave it to him.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, no.
Oh, okay.
Here's what's going
All
on, right?
All right.
They leave it there, okay? Because
Okay.
as we established, this is PMD Gates to Infinity, right? So they leave it for him because they want to keep the kids safe. And so they are going out somewhere where the real antagonist of the game, who is the one that is possessing people, is not going to is not going to find out where the kids are, right? Because the kids are going to be the ones that actually find the relic fragment, and then
the kids are going to find it.
Yeah, and they're going to be the ones to really save the world.
I see.
And the parents were actually geniuses the whole time.
I love that you're sticking with this possession stuff.
Yeah, classic misdirect. Exactly, BP. This dude acts like I've never played a JRPG before. Come on now.
I actually haven't. I'm not a big person at all. I don't like JRPGs, aside from Nintendo ones if they count. But like, I'm not sitting on my ass playing Final Fantasy. Like, are Mario games JRPGs? Do they count?
Paper Mario? Yeah, I would say so.
Paper Mario counts. That counts. That game's great. It's even made by Square. I don't like Square at all.
It's okay. This is poisoned by Kingdom Hearts. It's true. It's true. I will admit. I admit it on every stream. I am poisoned.
How could you play that?
The better question is, how can you go back after playing Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance? That is a game that will change your life forever, for better or for worse.
The worse, probably.
That game will change how you think about every story you ever play after that. Is it a good game? I mean, I don't know. Depends on what day you ask me that question. Dream Drop Distance in particular. That is.
What kind of a fucking name is that for a game?
So
Triple D.
Yeah, so it's Triple D, right? Triple D, DDD. What's another way to say that? 3D. That's a Kingdom Hearts game that came out on the 3DS. So basically, they convoluted themselves. They just wanted the acronym to be 3D because it's the 3D game on the 3DS. So they came up with 3 words that started with D and just smashed them together.
I thought you were gonna go like King DDD from Kirby.
They thought they were being real goddamn clever. It's true.
Yep. They thought they were being clever. My man is dunking on Square and making PMD hacks in the same breath. Bro, I don't like them. They made one game that I liked. I said it in the other stream, and it wasn't even their game.
Dude, these streams, Okami, I feel like I've got an interesting picture of the games that you like. You've said that you like the narratives that you like that are come together with this. PMD, at some point you played PMD, but you said the most about LA Noire and GTA 4 so far.
Yeah.
Like I feel like those are your games. I feel like that does. I mean, I could see it. Now that you mention that, I've kind of been looking for that kind of stuff playing this game, but I would not expect those worlds to collide. You know.
Dude, LA Noire is fantastic. Even though it's unfinished, it's like Metal Gear Solid 5. They didn't finish the game and still released it.
Tragic.
But it's still good. Because I'm pretty sure Metal Gear Solid 5, which I did play, and I did like, which, for me to like something is an accomplishment. I did like that game, and I think it was only 40% done, and they released it anyway, because it went way over budget, probably. But LA Noire, there's 5 desks in the game, like 5 different types of crimes that you take, and one of them is a tutorial. So there's really only 4. There's supposed to be 6. So 2 of them. The best. All right. So 2 of the desks that you're supposed to play was the fraud desk and the burglary desk, but they don't happen because they're not in the game. They literally just say, "Okay, you did them. Congratulations."
Oh, that's bad. That's
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I guess, but like that's very obvious that it's cut.
Yeah. So it was literally like, okay, Cole, who's the main character, moved up and completed these desks, and he moved up to homicide,
Jeez.
which is the part you play. Now that wouldn't be such a big deal, but the problem is they introduce a character later in the game for like 2 scenes that you know nothing about. He just exists. And the game acts like you already know who it is because he was going to be your partner for one of the deleted desks. So they're talking about this guy, and I'm like, who the fuck is it? And they
Clouds
don't
look good,
explain
by the way.
it. The what?
The clouds look good.
Oh, you got the rain. Oh, that looks great. Oh, and we're talking Metal Gear Solid 5. It's a good game. If only they finished it. But yeah, he's one of your partners that's just completely scrubbed from the game, except for these 2 scenes. Because they didn't do any cases for the burglary and fraud desks. Which is just great.
That Metal Gear Solid 5 and all the discourse around that game is I think that's what got me into Metal Gear, because I just remember the whole narrative of like, you know, the more I think about it, the more I kind of question if this is exactly true, but it was like Kojima was gonna make the best game ever, but evil Okami cut off his budget. Whatever, that whole narrative. I thought it was interesting, and then that, you know, that turned into people's... You had that, and then you had the people that were like, oh, Metal Gear was so good before 4, you know, getting those opinions on the timeline all the time, and whatever, and all that shit.
I think 4 still has the record for the longest cutscene in video game history. I think it literally has a 2-hour cutscene. Which is just like... It might not be 4. But it's ridiculous from what I heard.
Yeah, the ending credits of 4. So between the final input being the final boss and...
Oh, did you play 4?
The end of the game, yeah. It's...
Okay.
You might be right that it's 2 hours. It's at least 90 minutes. It's that whole game is so fucking unhinged. I've seen a couple people do playthroughs of that game where like they have 2 timers up, right? It's like how much timer is gameplay and how much timer is cutscene. It's like it's like 50% each. Which is not a good ratio in a video game.
Kojima that he was making a movie at first, and it wasn't until 6 months before the game came out he found out he actually had to make.
Dude has been making video games for 25 years because he wants to make a movie. That's not even an exaggeration.
Has he ever made a movie?
I think allegedly there's one in production. Right now, it's like
allegedly.
After Death Stranding, he finally got all the Hollywood connections he was looking for to get in or something like that. I don't know. I've kind of stopped keeping up with that, but MGS2 is my personal favorite. So good fucking game. Good game.
Wait, hold on. I still remember a guy streaming it who got admonished by a Twitch mod for not playing a game.
Possible to say MGS4 was already its own shit show and he had funding for that one. It's been dissected to hell and back whether parts were bad on purpose. You know what? That's as much as Metal Gear Solid 2 is really fucking great. Like really great. I go back and forth whether I like that or 1 more, but the worst thing about Metal Gear Solid 2 is that it's created that discourse around every other Metal Gear Solid game of like, you know, is shit being bad for the meta narrative Kino?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, so I actually only played 5, and I played half of 2. I finished the tanker part of 2, and I started the oil rig, but I never finished it.
I see. Oh, he's trying to buy all the link shops? Sheesh.
Yep. Yeah, it is crazy the amount of detail in 2. Like, it was just little things that most players will never find.
It's really crazy. It's... Alright, so here's a hot take, since we're talking Metal Gear on this stream.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know exactly how familiar...
You're talking to NPCs.
It's true. Pink's a very generous person in this scene.
Well, you know, it's he has a soft spot for...
Right. It's a little bit of sibling, you know... Sibling relationship, something, project his feelings onto others, consistent with what he's been doing so far in this. So.
Alright, so hot take, Metal Gear, what were you saying?
So this is something that I was gonna write about and put it on my blog that like one person follows. It's mostly just like me writing to myself in a place that's documented, whatever. So Metal Gear Solid 2 really important game for me, mostly because of like the last 3 hours of the game, which is the greatest last 3 hours in any video game ever. Something that the more I think about it, the more I'm like, damn, maybe this is not as true as I thought it was. Is all the shit in the last speech with the Patriots when they're talking about like the internet siphons people into more echo chambers and stuff. And like when I first played that game, that like it opened my eyes to the idea of like what echo chambers are, and I was like, holy shit, this is totally right. This is happening everywhere. And yes, absolutely. The internet filters people into this shit, but now I've almost gone the other way where I think like, dude, the internet didn't create this shit at all. Like, there's so much tribalism everywhere in the world. Like, people always look for their tribe and are naturally inclined to not be interested in other perspectives. Like, think about how insular, like, every community ever in history is. Like, I feel like that is... Maybe this is me missing the mark of what Metal Gear Solid 2 is saying there, but I feel like the internet did not create that at all. Like, it's... I don't know.
I can't relate because I never finished 2, so I don't even know what scene you're referring to. But yeah, people always just... Here's the thing, people want to be right. And if they're wrong, they're going to try to make it... They're going to still try to be right.
My items equipped?
Maybe? But yeah, dude, Metal Gear Solid 2 has become very scary. I can't pronounce that. Prophetic. But yeah, it's exactly like that. Kojima can predict it because it was, in hindsight, a very obvious outcome. The actual worrying part is those echo chambers gained a lot more power when they gained more reach.
Which is what the game is. I suppose that's true. Yeah. I guess maybe I might need to rewatch that scene and refresh myself on the exact verbiage used. I think the way I would think about that is not echo chambers equals bad, though I generally do agree with that. It's more like the dynamic that the internet has put on it is that it's so easy to not engage with. I think the term they use in MGS2 is the primordial soup of society. It's more like taking out the part where you have to ever engage with that ever. More so than the fact that there are insular communities. Like, I don't know. I don't know why to me that's a distinction, but like in my brain, I internalized it more as just like I can't ever like I have to always just like see all these 10 billion perspectives and just read everything, or otherwise I'm being an ignoramus. And I'm not doing what Kajambo said in the prophetic game Metal Gear Solid 2. And I've kind of changed my mind on that. I'm like, no, that's not right.
See, we've been playing for like an hour and absolutely.
I haven't done anything. This is my bad. I always waste time on these streams.
Nah, it's fine. You're at the so you did the nightmare. So this is your last chance, by the way, to do anything, because the game will after this the game will bring you to the next arc.
Okay.
And you won't be going back to Treasure Town until the end of the part.
Do I not have a fucking power band? What's going on here?
Guess not. You lost.
I'm ass. I don't need no special band on real loot. This guy doesn't even have a fucking. He doesn't learn anything special.
No, he doesn't. That's what Shinx is for.
Alright,
I don't even know if in the vanilla if there are any special starters. Aren't they all physical?
Shinx's are physical.
No, but I'm saying like in vanilla.
I think Ryu gets like vacuum cut. Stuff like that.
I guess. The problem is like there's so many like, basic physical moves that you can just put on like any Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like you can put tackle on anything. Like literally anything. But there's no special move that's kind of like tackle. Like they're much less common. I mean, hell, there's like 4 different tackles. There's tackle, there's pound, there's a few more I'm probably missing, and they're all the same move.
It's not a PMD game unless you have several dungeons in a row where you don't go back to the hub. Exactly. We just got out of one of those segments, but it sounds like we're going into another one.
5 dungeons in a row on that one.
The fugitive segment really is the core of PMD, whether motherfuckers want to admit it or not. All right, y'all can complain about not having access to the shop all you want. It's about the rush when you finally get back to the shop. You know what I mean? That's what it means to live.
Does Spear have a fugitive arc?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
of course. Oh, does it ever, Okami?
I mean, Vanilla had 2 of them. Vanilla had the, well, you're not a fugitive, but you know, you had the long string of dungeons. You had the...
Oh, the expedition. So Spirit also has 2 then. Yeah.
You had the expedition, and you also had the future.
All I'm saying is we're lucky the Kecleon Bros aren't company men. If they were chasing your asses down, it would be a short arc. Nah, I will simply just use my Pure Seed and get away from them.
I do love that Kecleon was, at the time when Hoenn came out, was just a completely do-nothing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hey, like, what was notable about it? It was invisible, and you needed a scope that you use one time to reveal it. That was the best thing it ever did. And then PMD comes out, and Kecleon's a god. Like a god tier Pokemon now.
I feel like we talked about this on stream before, but why did they make Kecleon the shopkeep?
Oh, I have no idea.
Like, I never understood. That's not like a shopkeep Pokemon.
No, not only that. They specifically made a purple Kecleon. Like, that is not the shiny. So they made a new Kecleon to be the second shopkeeper. Because shiny Kecleon just has the blue stripe.
I'd like to point out this guy's mission that I just did. Find the Reviver Seed in the dungeon, give it to me, and then My prize for completing the dungeon was a reviver seed.
Hey, thanks for getting me out of it.
Did Duskull ever strike you as a banker?
Oh hell no. What would be a
No,
bank
yeah.
Pokemon besides now Gimme Ghoul? If they do make a new PMD, it's gonna be Gimme Ghoul.
I mean, in Rescue Team, when they have Meowth's evolution be the banker, that makes sense.
Did it?
Yeah, because Meowth's the payday guy.
Oh yeah,
That's his whole thing.
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
And Kangaskhan being the storage, that makes sense.
Pouch.
Yeah. Here is where your loved one is being held.
Yeah, spooky note, but it's a different note. So this is not the exchange note. And it's different. So they're like, I mean, this really seems like a trap, but damn it, we're gonna go anyway. Which is always a great idea.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
if
this
someone
is the number one op. This is their boss who's sending that, because Team Skull's working for them in canon, right? So
They are, yeah.
yeah.
Not
So what's going on
because
here? Do we
not
have
because they
conflicting
really-
motivations now, or is this just
certainly
like
seems,
a super swerve?
it seems like this letter maybe come from someone else. Because Chata did say it looks different. Or he might have not said that yet. But it's a different letter than before. And if they were saying, they were gonna have an exchange for Vulpix, why are they just now saying, yeah, here's where she's being held, come get her? Maybe they're tired of babysitting her. And they're just like, fine, just fucking take her. Like, they don't even know their name. We have your son and or daughter. That's like from Family Guy, where they kidnap Meg, and they go, we have your son. Meg's our daughter.
We
And
have
they go,
your loved
really?
one.
Is Family Guy even still on? They still make episodes of that, don't they?
I'm sure. I mean, so much of TV in the current age is just like zombie shows. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
shit that you thought they would have stopped making 10 years ago, but they didn't. Because they gotta fill that time.
Alright, so here's my opinion of what television is now, as someone who does not watch any TV at all that's not sports.
Uh-huh.
Because of how many shows there are, if a TV station somehow has a miracle show that actually catches on, like they're never gonna let go of that show. Like they will make as much content for that show as they physically can.
You know what's good about that though? That's like if you're that's like when you're at a hotel or you're at something where, let's say you're out in the sticks, you don't have good cell service, whatever, you need just some screen to look at to kill your time. You can always count on True TV is a 24/7 Impractical Jokers channel. You know what I'm saying? Like that is you can count on that. Back when they actually made more than one show, you couldn't rely on that when you were at the function.
Oh yeah, by the way, so the logic here is that they send these three because Puchian is a criminal and he always needs to report his location because
I figured that's what they were talking about, yeah.
Yeah, this is the one team where they could literally just wake up in the middle of the night and just say, hey, we need you. And they'll just say, okay. But honestly, I never found Impractical Jokers that funny.
No, it's like a perfect 6 out of 10. But that's what you're looking for.
How hard the writers had to claw to finally end the loss.
I imagine. I
The network
imagine.
wanted that shit to be days of our lives and never end. I'm sure. They don't want any show to end these days.
And yeah, to your point, the fucking Simpsons, a show that I could not tell you one episode after season like 8 or 9.
Shouldn't Bart be grown up by now? Shouldn't all the characters be older?
No,
What ages?
they went the opposite direction. That's what Gemini is saying. So they kept them all the same age, but because time is passing, that means that Homer Simpson at his current age is now born in the 90s.
Oh god. So yeah, they if you remember when you played the special episode, did you play the special episode on stream? I completely
No, I didn't.
forget. Oh, okay. So, this location, this background is actually where special episode 1 kind of ends.
Okay.
So that's why they're acting like they've been here before. And special episode 1 you play as these 3.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I mean, this
Yeah.
team's pretty Kino, so I'm glad they're coming back. I like
Hey.
Pucciana.
I love these 3. They're just cool.
Why do I have so many fucking apples? Holy smokes. It's like my fridge in real life. Am I right, guys?
What is your apple of choice?
Granny Smith.
Ah.
Easy choice.
Does anyone actually eat like yellow apples?
I think if they exist, they don't want to admit it on a documented stream. You know what I'm saying? The dude is dreaming too much. He doesn't eat. True.
True. Trying to lose weight. So that's what you do. Okay, so yeah, here they didn't want to go in because they don't know what's in there and they don't want to spook whoever's in there
Yeah.
because, you know, Vulpix is supposedly in there. So they just camp out outside and just send you two to quietly go in and see what's what.
Are you guys telling me y'all have not heard of Golden Delicious apples? Come on now.
I've had yellow tomatoes. Well, here's the thing about tomatoes. The color doesn't matter. They all suck.
Oh, man. Golden Delicious are red, though. Wait, hold on. This shit's crazy. You cannot be real with that. Hold on. hold on. Yeah, that's gotta be Red Delicious. That's gonna fucking blow my brain open if that's true.
Yeah, it's red delicious.
That's gonna give me
Golden
trust
delicious,
issues.
I don't think this is not Minecraft with golden apples. Well, that did literally 1 damage. Wait, I need to do research. Those are some yellow apples. They do exist. I have never seen anyone eat a yellow apple. Ever. I've seen people eat green apples, but never like plain. I'm pretty sure, at least when I have like caramel apples, they always use green apples for some reason. But yellow apples, I don't know what the fuck you use those for.
You use them because they're cheaper. I remember that's what they would have for school lunches back in the day.
Really?
They'd only have the yellow apples
Oh god, because no one wants
because no one wants them. That's right.
We'll give them to the kids. They'll fucking eat them.
Oh yeah, I love warp traps. All right, well, hopefully Shinx can fight these guys off by himself, or I lose all my items. Okay, we're good.
My elementary school had the worst fucking food. Like, for lunch one of our days, keep in mind, we had to pay for this. This was in our tuition, like, for food. One of the lunches, it was bagels. Not even hot bagels. Just plain old bagels with nothing else.
No toaster?
No, absolutely not.
That's
You got cold.
fucked. You gotta be a
got-
sicko to eat that.
It was bagel day once a week. I think it was Friday. It was Bagel Friday, and all you do is they serve bagel. They had plain everything, whatever you
Okay.
want. You get a plastic knife. You can pick between cream cheese and butter, and that's what you get. Eat up. They didn't even have like juice or anything. Like at least give like apple juice or something. I'm eating a bagel. No, absolutely not.
Nothing but
They didn't even.
just pure starch, right down to the essence of breakfast
Pure
food.
carbs. Yep. It was so bad.
That is caloric intake right there.
They didn't even have the balls to give you water. They only gave milk and chocolate milk.
Goodness.
It was unbelievable how they got away with that. And I had to pay for it. I paid money for that. Compare that with Thursdays, which was Burger and Friday. Which is actually like, real food. I'm trying to remember what the rest of the days. One of the days was pizza day, which also sucked. Because, pizza served at school is basically the box, the pizza. It's the pizza box with cheese on it. That's what they serve you. Friday on a Thursday. Yeah, that's what they did.
Oh, ghosts in the walls. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta run away from them. Dude, the pizza day at my high school was a toss-up. Sometimes it'd be Domino's, which super cheapo Domino's, but still. And then every other time it was the awful cafeteria pizza. We actually got our pizza from a local pizzeria place, but since it was made like in bulk for all the kids, and they knew it was for the kids, they probably made it the cheapest way they possibly could. Like, we're not gonna use the good ingredients. These fuckers don't know any better. Just give them, the tomatoes that have been rotting in the fridge for the past week. Give them those. We're gonna throw them out anyway. And then at my high school had the most banging ass lunches you've ever seen, but they were not included in the tuition, so you had to pay every day for what you wanted. But they actually had good options, but it was so expensive. It was ridiculous.
Those goddamn smiley face cut French fries. I don't know how or why they were so bad. It's very simple, right? It's because the shape is literally not conducive to it ever being crunchy. Like, you have to just overcook the shit out of it to get any kind of crunch at all. So it just tastes like mashed potatoes. Like, the shape actually matters for that.
Oh yeah. All right, what is your preferred fry shape? I have a very easy winner. Like, for me, there's no competition. It's waffle fries.
Waffle fries are good. I usually cut wedges just because it's easier. Waffle fries,
Those
like, if I have a choice, that's a good option though.
Curly fries are good, but waffles are top tier. Because waffle fries, they're wide, and if I'm eating a sandwich or something, I'll put waffle fries on the damn sandwich. But speaking of fucking school lunches, my high school, if you wanted a panini, it was like $10 without a drink, which is just ridiculous. But the school was nice enough to give you a stipend in the beginning of the year, and it was like $150 for the year, which is not gonna get. Which, when you think about it, is not gonna get you very far at all. That'll get you maybe 2 weeks.
They're giving you a couple freebies, First one's on us.
First one's on us, and we'll pack it so full of salt that that you're gonna come back for more. That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
For 15 paninis, wow. How generous.
Can I hit a move? Yeah, Ryu hit a move challenge.
You could eat for the whole year with the dream strat. You could just dream Just dream about eating those paninis. That's all you need.
Them Knight earlier, by the way, says, I cannot tell you how spoiled EOTS made me by taking out the traps. Yup.
Oh, you had no traps in Spirit?
No.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it's been a controversial choice.
I like traps. I think they're funny.
Occasionally I'll have some people say basically like taking traps out of the game removes depth and whatever, and I understand that argument, but it's I'm just very stubbornly like no. It's I don't know. There's a couple times where I just have the stance of like, nah, I don't care. I don't like it, so it's not going in.
Oh, that's me with like anything that I don't like. I like to confuse trap after a third time in a row. While already confused with the rest. It's nothing quite like standing on time and losing all my PP for a move. You know, that's fun.
What a thrill. It always comes back to Metal Gear. It always comes back to Kingdom Hearts and Metal Gear on any stream I do. The only two topics I can talk about.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch me playing a fucking Kingdom Hearts game. Get out of here.
You're gonna love what's in these slides so far. I'm excited.
As I said, I think the reason why I'm so against it is because I was not a Disney kid at all when I was growing up. So like, you know, some people when they see like even like the fucking Little Mermaid movie that came out recently, everyone's like, oh my god, I remember that as a kid, and I'm like, I don't. I never saw that crap. Actually, I did see it because it was like on in the background when I was a kid. And Disney, yeah, it was just never for me. I just never got into Disney. So, you know, the appeal of running around with Disney characters is kind of lost on me.
A lot more of the levels in Kingdom Hearts, I'd like to admit, I did not know about the movie before playing the game. I knew a couple, like, I'd say probably, like, definitely, like, less than half of the levels in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I knew the plot of the movie before playing the game. But what you do know, it makes it cooler, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to think of what Disney movies I did see I liked. Because I did see The Lion King, and I thought it was good. Which, you know, everyone has seen that movie.
Right, yeah. The Lion King's a classic, of course.
Was WALL-E a Disney movie? I saw that one.
Yeah, owned by Disney.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that one.
That was me with K3. In every game till DDD, I knew all the movies. Really? Shockwave.
Lilo and Stitch fucks. I saw a few. I think I did see Lilo and Stitch, not in theaters, but I saw some like clips of it. It seemed alright.
Shockwave's a real good move.
Pixar, same thing.
But I can't do it because it's 8pp.
It doesn't Disney own Pixar?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, the last Pixar movie before they were bought by Disney was, I think, Ratatouille or Cars. I forget which one.
I saw Ratatouille. Ratatouille's amazing. That's a great movie. That's actually Gordon Ramsay's favorite movie.
Really? I mean, I believe it.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
It was so good, 100 Gex made a song about it.
That movie's raw Kino Goat swag for sure. Okay, we're done with the dungeon.
Hey. Yeah, you thought.
Okay, we're at the halfway point in the dungeon. We're getting a second. We're getting the second boss. Let's go. The film world
needs more good.
Correct.
Good food movies. Why would you need food though if you could just dream it? Just dream the movies into existence. You're thinking small here. Oh, here's another thing. Like, I could be completely wrong, but Ratatouille didn't have any other sequels or anything, right?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Like, that's actually a positive because these movies, they just make sequel after sequel. And Ratatouille is perfect because it had one movie, it was amazing, and it's just gone now. There was nowhere for the movie to go. And they didn't force a sequel out of nothing, which I feel like these fucking companies do now. Like the first movies, we really think about how many movies are actually made with a sequel in mind, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them are.
Well, nowadays, I'd say it's almost the opposite thing, where like, it's almost like there are no just single movies. It's like you have to make the movie with the next 3 sequels in mind before it gets greenlit, because you have to make your whole fucking universe of movies.
It's
yeah, thanks,
terrible.
Marvel. Exactly.
Oh my god. I fucking hate Marvel. Like, cape shit. It's so bad. Although people have been getting burned out on it. Alright, are you a big Marvel person, Max?
No, so my story with that is not really. When I was in college, my first year that I was living on campus was when I think Infinity War. I was like, was it that or Endgame? But I think Infinity War. I hadn't seen any of the movies, so I did a whole, like, it was a collective. Binge. Yeah, everyone in the room was doing a watch party, like one movie a night, up until Infinity War came out, and then we saw that in the theater. That was a cool experience. Would I say it's like those movies were good enough for me to be a fan? I don't know. Probably not, but it was, you know, with the fact that they liked it and I was just like, they were interested in my reactions to everything for the first time, that made it better, you know.
So one of the shows that they came out with was She-Hulk, which I wasn't gonna watch because I don't watch Marvel stuff. But that show is interesting because one, I heard it was horrible. I heard it was absolutely atrocious, and I actually study law, and she is a lawyer. So in one of my lectures recently, I had to watch. It was not a professor from my school. It was one of those things where you just watch it and some other school recorded it, right? And you watch it for credit. So this fucking guy says, if anyone has not watched She-Hulk Attorney at Law, you should watch it. It's very funny, great show. And I watched the first episode because I was roped into it by my friends who wanted to watch it. Oh my god. If that guy really thought that this fucking show was funny, there's no hope for him. Because I watched the first episode, and I don't know if you watched it. You probably did.
No.
But it was so bad. It was so bad. And this guy is recommending me, on a lecture that I'm supposed to be learning something, he is recommending everyone who's watching go watch She-Hulk. And I'm like, it was so bad. I think the episode's an hour long, too. And there's one part that really gets me. So, She-Hulk gets, like, beaten up or something, and she goes to a bar, and she's all, like, disheveled. And these other women all show up to, you know, get her into some nicer clothes. Yeah. And they give her shoes. Like, literally, they just give her a whole new outfit. And in my mind, I'm like, who the fuck is just gonna give someone their high heels? Like, a random stranger. Like, that was one thing that bothered me. She-Hulk was, see, it's hard because Harvey Birdman, I have no idea who that is right there to show them how this is done. Oh, it was Harvey was that like the Adult Swim show? The guy with the wings? Was he a lawyer? Or am I thinking something completely different? Probably completely different. Oh, it was him. Hype. But yeah, Gemini, if you've watched She-Hulk, you can give your opinion on what it was. Because, man, that first episode was terrible. And then I was like, I don't need to watch any more of this. And because my friends are such, simps for Marvel, they hate watched the whole thing.
Oh. Dorark.
Every lawyer I've ever met loves that show. How? Unbelievable. Oh yeah, Zoroark is here. She shows up. She's, she's so nice. Oh, Harvey Birdman. I missed the first comment. Yeah, I need to watch that. Maybe one day. Did any lawyer friends like She-Hulk? Because the first part has no law in it at all. Oh my god, she knows Shinx. Is she being possessed, Max?
No, she's just lying.
Ah. Been out of law school for... Oh, Gemini went to law school too. That's hype. Oh yeah, custom sprite right here. She's wearing the time gear. I go to law school. I study law. I got just a couple semesters left and then I am out. It better be worth it because I'm here to make money. Like sometimes you get like those things where it's like, why do you want to do this career, to help people or, make the world a better place. Me, I just want fucking money. Just pay me. Oh, I'll be taking the bar very soon.
Bruh.
Taking it in May? I think May. Oh shit, it's Zoroark. So yeah, this was custom sprite too, because as it turns out, female Luxrays are different from male Luxrays. They have shorter manes. So
very slightly, yeah.
I had to get that made, because that would bother me. It took me 3 attempts, but I'm real bad at memorized tests. Alright, so the thing about me is I am not too worried about the actual content.
Oh, I don't know how you found this hideout, huh? Well, who the fuck? Who was that then? I actually don't have a clue. Considering I've guessed everything in this game right so far, I think that's very interesting. That I don't know that.
She doesn't know how you got here, but she's like, let's just take it now. So I'm not too concerned with the content on the board. I'm worried about keeping my attention span up because I'm naturally good at tests, but I get bored of them. Like, people study for the LSAT for months. I studied for like 3 weeks, and I got a really good score. Like, Riolu got fucking blasted to save Shinx. Yeah, boss fight. Oh yeah, so Riolu's part of the background because I don't like the cliche where like if there's a character that's in the scene but not.
Oh, but you can't. I see you took the collision out though, so you still can't step on that tile.
Yeah, you can't step on him.
All right, well I'm gonna violent seed here because otherwise I'm doing 0 damage. My shit, unless it's a dark type, which it should be. Okay, never mind that. I didn't need to do that shit. Illusion didn't wear off though.
No, did not go off. Oh wow, how the hell did you do that? That's really cool. That's just, I don't know, I'm just good at tests. People tell me that I need to study for the bar. I guess I'll have to.
Oh, that was
I have
epic.
a funny story while you're doing this. Oh yeah, you got blasted. Fucking wrecked. So, I took the SAT. The first time I took the SAT, I did not study a single second. I didn't. Oh, I meant I meant the fucking battle thing. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I took the SAT twice. Once completely blind, and once actually studying, and I got the same exact score both times to the point.
I'm getting my violent seed back.
Yeah, you're not getting that back. Oh, he's safe stating. Yeah, it's a scripted loss. You're supposed to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I can't trust these motherfuckers who make ROM hacks. Unless it's me, because I have good checkpoints.
I did code it so that it will not use your reviver seeds.
Okay.
So
how do you do that?
All you gotta do is turn off IQ skills.
Oh yeah, it automatically turned off IQs. Yeah, so what Gemini's saying, what I did in my hack is I basically have a tip that comes up that says, "Did you know you can turn off the item master IQ skill?" But you're saying you do that automatically without telling them to do it.
Yeah, I just did this one scene in this one fight. Basically, the characters just become too stupid to use a seed.
Okay.
So you know, it doesn't work. Yeah, I think her sprites came out so good. That time gear looks great. I thought of that and I was like, oh my god, it's genius. It's winning is possible, but it's ridiculously hard. She's very strong. Oh yeah, more custom sprite work. Now it's like an actual hostage thing. She's gonna fucking kill him. So this is kind of like what happened in the forest with Team Skull, except no one's here to save you this time. Yeah. Shinx gives it up. Take it.
Thanks for that, dumbass. I'm still gonna kill your partner though.
Does it anyway. Thanks, nerd.
Yeah, this guy's the worst negotiator ever. He could have asked for so many things before doing that.
But Zoroark might be... She's up there on my favorite characters. Even though this is like the only scenes that she's in currently. Like, I really like her personality. Because she's not all there.
He's gonna have to sue for the heart emoji copyright.
She'll call me. Okay, so by the way, so you notice how he says mama? Mm-hmm. There is a reason why I chose that word. Because that's usually used by, children. Like, no older person says, mama. Oh yeah, you have to make a choice.
I'm guessing this isn't gonna do anything.
Nah, it's a fake choice.
Yeah.
It just changes the dialogue.
Yeah.
So, although I do like doing fake choices, just to make the player sweat a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you actually do believe it, it's like, oh my god, people sit there for 10 minutes thinking about it.
Yeah, well, you already did that shit like twice in this game, though, so I'm catching on to your tricks.
Yeah. So, what the fuck? Oh yeah, so that's something that children use, is when you say mama. And I chose that because Shinx lost his parents at a young age. So usually you grow out of saying mama and you say, different word. But he
Mhm.
didn't grow out of that.
Right, because he's still very emotionally stunted because he's like trapped in his adolescence because he's traumatized. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, basically Shinx knows he can't go any further. He'll get his ass kicked, and he can't just carry Riolu the whole way.
Oh, so it's the same
So
dialogue,
yeah, so
except for like
he
one
has
line.
he has to turn around. He has to leave Vulpix. He has to go back. That makes him feel sad because he feels like he let down Vulpix again.
Oh, don't worry, Vulpix is probably not even there. It's probably all a red herring. Oh, never mind. I need to stop making guesses.
No, there she is. Hey.
Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah.
This seems very convincing.
Yeah. So this is the third time now that Vulpix has been kidnapped by a separate person in this game.
Well,
not really, because they're all working for the same group, I guess.
Well, Zoroark is the main bad person, main bad guy.
Right, but before then it was Team Skull.
Yeah.
And then twice. I guess twice. I thought I was there was a third one.
Nah,
but now
twice.
I think about it, yeah.
Now the question is, who are you playing as?
Zoroark. I mean, it's the same moveset that I just fought, or at least there's a feint attack.
Yeah, it's just Shinx. Oh yeah, I put
Cosmic Power is what? Defenses? Yeah.
I think it's both defenses, yeah.
Isn't that complicated to change a player character? No. There's a patch that was made to make that easier, and like, when was that? Like mid 2021, I think that came out or something.
Now it's a pain in the ass because you need to put like 3 different codes in the correct order to get it to work.
Okay. Well, obviously I never tried it because Gemini's played my attack, and
Yeah, it'll fuck up if you aren't careful with it. Also, you run into the risk of gaining XP on a player that's not you. So like, in order to completely ignore that, I turned off XP for this dungeon. Also, if you could do it once, it wouldn't be too bad to do it again later. It depends. It depends on what you're changing the perspective into. To go from the hero to the partner and back, it's not that bad. But this is the first time where you're playing as a completely different character, even though it looks like Shinx. Completely different Shinx. It's not the one you've been playing as the whole game. It's got different moves and everything. So you have to make a brand new Pokemon. How does that affect the treasure bag? So there are 3 different bags in the game. There's the normal bag, there's the special episode bag, and the rescue bag. And there's another code that you could do to switch what bag you have at any given time. So right now I believe you have the rescue bag.
Vulpix be like, Shinx, when did you learn how to use feint attack?
Pretty much, yeah. So, you have all your items in the normal bag are safe, but I had to make sure to do this because it would make no sense if you had all your normal items here because you're clearly not playing as the same Pokemon.
Vulpix is strong as shit, I can't even lie. It's no wonder she hasn't just died yet in lore. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, she's from the streets.
Yeah.
She's from the hood.
No,
She's
no,
from the
definitely.
hood.
No, you're selling me on that.
You know, she doesn't live anywhere. She's just from the hood. She got abandoned by her parents. She got abandoned by Shinx.
By her brother, yep.
Yep.
She's still a wide-eyed optimist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I explains that all because, you know, if bad stuff happens to you when you're like 1 year old, does it really affect you?
Right, yeah.
Oh no, now she's sleeping. She's probably dreaming of eating. She hasn't eaten in a while. I was mortified.
Where's my 2-tile moves that I put on all my guys, Okami? Where's my
You don't
2-tile
have it.
moves?
Yeah, no, this one. And then I discovered I was 1 or 2 years old. We
Alright,
outran
fuck this.
tornadoes
You're
at
dead.
our old place, so maybe. No, she's all right. She's like, just rush for the stairs.
Embargo?
She's fine. She's fine.
Well, I was a kid.
Oh.
I was mortified of high winds and tornadoes, and I discovered while I was 1 or 2 years, we outran tornadoes at our old place. So, like, maybe. That's interesting. I would think that I think that your brain just wouldn't even recognize anything before you're conscious like that. But I guess it's not true. Maybe. Allegedly.
So yeah, as you can see, like the story now is nothing like Explorers of Sky. Even though as I said, I stuck to Explorers of Sky's vanilla story too much in the beginning, but
Yeah.
once you stick with it, now it's its own thing, which is nice. But yeah, some people have come into my server and they're like, "Man, this hack is so good. This and
Fuck!
this and Explorers." Oh no. They're saying this and Explorers of the Spirit are my 2 favorite hacks I've seen people say, which is dope.
Fair enough. I think we're conscious before we start making memories, we just have no memory of it. Probably correct. I mean, like, psychology says there's a lot to be said about, like things that are instilled really early in childhood. Not just, like, from a purely biological, like, nutritional, whatever sense like that, but
So this is
also
a
other
law
stuff,
quote.
so that makes sense.
So can we sue the tornadoes for negligent infliction of emotional distress? That's something
Interesting
for
thought
Gemini.
experiment. Not gonna pretend I know the answer to that at all with
No, it's a law thing.
a law student and a lawyer in the chat.
NIED. You do learn interesting things with law, though. Like, one thing I learned in torts is, you know how, like, in criminal law, like, there's different degrees to crimes?
Sure.
That doesn't exist in torts. So, like, if I tap you on the shoulder, or I punch you in the face, that's the same crime. Or the same tort.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's all based on damages. Torts there make you whole, not punish. Yeah, pretty much. So you could just make the case like you tapped me on the shoulder. I'm mentally scarred by this, and I lost my job because of it, because I'm scared now. Give me money. Hey, you can prove it to a jury, sure. The best thing about being a lawyer is you don't ever need to have jury duty ever again. They'll never let you sit
That
on a
makes
jury.
sense. I'd never considered that though.
Yeah, like you literally. I think you can, like you're allowed to, but no one would ever let no lawyer would ever let another lawyer sit on the jury.
Right.
I think you can still be called because obviously they don't know what you do for a living. So if you just tell them I'm a lawyer, they're like, all right, you're free to go. We don't want you. Even a law student, they don't want showing up. Oh yeah. You know what jury notification is, right? Or not really, man.
I do like conceptually, but I'm sure I'm missing a part of it.
It's basically like, you know, yeah, I think that the guy is guilty, but I think we should find him innocent anyway.
Okay. I actually recently had someone tell me this. This is like the word around the grapevine. Like that's what you say if you want to get out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it is a law. They can't take it away from you. You have that right to make that as your ruling, but they really don't like you doing that. So if you know about jury notification and you tell them as like they're interviewing you for the jury, they will not put you on. They do not like that. The jury doesn't have to rule based on evidence. They can just rule for any reason, like literally any reason. Like if the guy likes pizza, I would say no, fuck him, he's guilty. Okay, I got a little story for Gemini. I was watching a case one time, and they were doing the jury call, and you know there were like 30 people in the audience, and they called the jurors all over, and one of the jurors made it clear that she cannot morally be on the jury, but she didn't say that until after she was picked, which obviously messed up everything. Because if you can't be on a jury because you don't think you could be impartial, you gotta tell them. Like if it's a crime that like you were a victim of, you can't be on the jury because there's no way you're gonna be impartial.
Right.
But this freaking person waited until after they were picked to claim that they can't do it. Which was just awesome, and it caused like an hour delay. Which sucked for me, because I'm just sitting there doing nothing. Oh yeah, so nothing's really going on in the dungeon. You're just trying to get through and try to get Vulpix out of here playing as, you know, not Shinx. I will say...
Okami, let me interrupt and say, I better see the leader, and it better not be a fucking black screen. After the last 5 times have also been a black screen.
Wait, what?
Come on, man.
Wait, what?
We're going to this guy's leader. And his face has not been revealed, and it's clearly not going to happen again. Because it's starting with a black screen.
You don't know that. Zoroark is the leader.
No, that's cap. I don't believe that. Who made that letter then?
I don't know.
Joe?
Maybe it was Maria.
Steve Jobs?
It was Jeff.
God.
Maybe one of these 3 wrote it.
I am what's left. Or maybe I'm all that ever was. I met your name.
now the question is, who are these 2? Because this certainly looks like the real team, right?
Yeah, are there 2 Zoroarks? What the fuck's going on?
Well, that's obviously the real Shinx. That was a dungeon interruption. Now you're in, now you're back in the forest.
So there's 3 total Zoroarks, is what I'm getting from this.
Oh my! Where are here with where these 3 are?
Wait, maybe those are Dittos instead of Zoroark. Who else transforms this game? A Smeargle?
Hint. Pause the game and go to your status.
Mew? True. Mew and PMD. Go to your status.
Yeah, look at your status.
No statuses.
No, I mean keep scrolling.
What am I looking at?
I mean, you're looking at your type, and you could look at the.
Yeah, Shinx is a dark type, right? Luxray dark is clearly dark electric, right?
Yeah, and it says Flash Pokemon.
Surely they gave Shinx dark type at some point since Gen 4 came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Surely they did that. It didn't just not make any changes to that mod.
So I didn't realize until like I started hacking, Shinx has a massive following. Like I did not realize how popular Shinx is as a Pokemon.
No, like every single person in your server has a Shinx PFP.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that until relatively recently, and I'm like, I mean, I love Shinx too, but damn.
This one's the real one. Gotta watch out for the fake Shinx pretending to be dead with Riolu. That's not Riolu though. That's Mew.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. Oh. Now? Oh, hold on. Do I have a? Don't have a Pounce Orb. Damn.
That's a shoot one of the Shinx. And they're both saying they're the real one. Oh, so you... I should put that in. Spider-Man meme. With 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other.
The 11F.
I really like Thievul. Thievul's a good mod. Even though it sucks. The thing about Thievul is I'm pretty sure it keeps Runaway as it evolves, which is ridiculous. I think it's the only like fully evolved Pokemon that has Runaway. Logics, when did you learn to harness the cosmic power of the universe? It's true.
I'm gonna hold up a sign that says internet. Shinx, how much farther?
Speaking of sign of internet, you ever see that meme where it's the woman who's afraid of technology?
Probably. Which one are you talking about?
The guy's talking about how people are afraid of technology. So he goes walking down the street with a big sign that says technology, and he shoves it in this woman's face. And he goes, technology! And she goes, oh my god. I'm afraid of technology. Because he's making like a documentary about how technology is bad. So he scares her by shoving a sign in her face. Technology! Oh my god. Oh yeah, so they're all beat up. Bidoof is there, which is a shame. This is his fault. He was, He's such a. It's not even his fault, but I just like to pretend everything that ever goes wrong is his fault. He's basically Obama. Like, thanks, Obama. Thanks, Bidoof.
Oh, Wigglytuff about to go brazy.
So yeah, speaking of black screens, I like using them to like. I don't like using them for full cutscenes. I'll do it just to start a cutscene, but that's pretty much it.
Sure.
So yeah, it's a kind of another dream, but you know, not really. Oh, the actual the fade out's actually working. Nice. So
Yeah, I like
he's
that
dreaming
effect.
that like, yeah, he's dreaming that he's losing everyone because he lost his parents.
Right.
He doesn't have Vulpix. He almost lost Riolu. Like he's losing everyone. Hey, Diglett got some love. Yay.
I haven't been all right in years.
Mhm. Yeah, he doesn't remember shit.
Yeah,
Like, what do you
that's a conversation ender for sure.
Mhm.
Or I'd probably just be like, "Oh, true." Anyways.
I ain't reading all that. Happy for you though.
Or sorry, that shit's that's so fucked up. I would never say that to someone, but goodness, man. I do laugh. I do laugh whenever that shows up as a
meme.
yeah.
Someone just says something so horrible that happened, like they got fired from their job and they go on a rant about it. Happy for you though.
It's fringing on relatable zoomer doomer humor. Yeah.
Mm.
No, definitely.
Oh yeah, I had to make that bush from scratch. Well, not scratch. I had to change the color of it. Oh my god, it's another Shinx. So do you still think it's Zoroark?
Now I'm confused because which one's Zoroark and which one's Mew and which one's Ditto? I already forgot.
So yeah, she turned away for 1 second, and both Shinxes were, you know, there, but she only ever saw one of them, so she has no idea what's going on. She thought it was Shinx the whole time.
Vulpix is the fake. That might be true. That hasn't been confirmed yet. Have we broken Vulpix's illusion? Diglett's the accomplice. Yep.
It's like, it's Shinx, you brought her all the way, and he goes, what the fuck you mean? I didn't do shit. I found you, faker. Oh, this is funny. Her in the background. Just
You're
fucking
not
chowing
real.
Down. Chowing down. Just going in.
I forget if I said this during the playthrough of Spirit that I did earlier this year, but there was someone who there's a feedback form after I forget which part. I don't know. It was like decently far into the game. There's just one open-ended question. It was like, and do you have any other general comments that were not covered by one of the other questions that you would like to provide? And this is, I mean, by the way, spoilers for Spirit, but you've already been spoiled on this, I'm pretty sure. Someone, they typed, I'm trying to remember exactly how they worded it. They were like, I need this hack to have a scene where the main character and Darkrai talk to each other, and it's just that one scene from Sonic Adventure 2. Is how he worded it.
That scene where I'm pretty sure it's cut up so badly because they're speaking in Japanese.
That's every scene in that game.
I'm pretty sure that's why that scene is so cut off, because they just interrupt each other.
Oh man.
Like, Shadow's not even halfway done with his.
He's not.
Like, bro, at least let him finish his thought. I mean,
No.
Come on. It's the third plate of food that Vulpix has eaten. You're asking Sonic to be patient? I mean, he should. It's not very heroic. He looks like the dick in that fucking scene. Shadow looks like the rational hedgehog. Absolutely finishes someone's sentences. Oh yeah, here we go. You'll finally learn who it was. It's a Zorua. So she might be the last character that gets introduced, to be honest. Like, fully original character.
Probably won't even realize it's just on. Ooh, so it's Ludokino swag like Poochyena and Big Brother. Poochyena's big brother, what's his name? Myena. Ludokino swag.
Alright, that's next level. Zoroark knows that she's in a game. So she is disguising herself to the gamer.
Okay.
That is some next level thinking.
Then the hack's gonna run arbitrary code execution in the next part. Zoroark comes out of the monitor.
I should put it in 3D. Like, you need 3D glasses.
3D glasses. For no particular reason, you need 3D glasses to play this part of the game.
You get the Spy glasses.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, these two fucking buffoons come in and they're like, oh shit, she's gone. Man, imagine a 3D hack. You're telling me even Zoroark is scared to go down there? Well, she's not scared. She was just making that up. Because she's like, I don't feel like giving you your sister. Yeah, you just gave me the relic fragment that I've been looking for years. I gotta go find this shit, you know? Why am I gonna waste my time looking for your sister? You go do it. So yeah, they're both awake now. Vulpix is just hanging out, pretty much.
What if this is an anti-twist and Zoroark is just repeating Grovile's role in Explorers of Sky?
How so?
Oh, interesting. No answer after I say that for a couple seconds. Interesting.
No, I'm thinking what you really are meaning. What do you mean?
Okay.
Because she already said she's looking for the time gears. Look how he's really in our heads now. That's what a lawyer does. Oh yeah, she wants to join the team.
Alright, let's let Zora join the team.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Shut the fuck up. How the fuck do you think Vulpix isn't dead, dumbass? You fucking left her on her own. She's a fucking baby, and she's not dead yet? You don't know anything about exploring. Shut the fuck up, dumbass. You kidding me?
She's unironically probably tough.
No one in this game has the ability to not lie except Vulpix. I think. If Vulpix is lying, then I'm getting tricked.
Well, she lied to Riolu in the beginning, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So they are all liars.
I gotta switch to not these headphones. You're hurting my ears. Give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right, hello.
Vulpix confronts her brother with the real talk.
Oh shit. So yeah, you are like 13 hours into the game. You have a new party member.
Let's go!
Can't wait for the hidden ability reveals.
Vulpix ain't lying. The dojo does sound boring.
Oh no, well, there's new stuff in the dojo.
Okay. Fine, I'll check it out because you're in the call.
Was that a little dev suggestion to go to yeah, it was, because she's under leveled. Because I can't have her be the same level as the heroes that have been doing all these adventures. How would that make any sense? So this is the end of the hack now, by the way. And it ends It doesn't really like end. It ends just you walking around Treasure Town, so you could grind in preparation for the next part.
Nice.
And I suggested to the player through that to train Vulpix because she's underleveled. And actually, if you remember when you don't because you didn't do it, but when you give the second Rostberry to Camerupt, he gives you Flamethrower.
Okay.
Like way earlier in the game.
Yeah, in advance.
In advance.
See, that's one of those things you could play around with because you have a fixed team, so you know there's no way you're gonna accidentally give that to Shinx or Riolu. Yeah. You can't even recruit random mons in this hack, can you?
No, you can't.
Yeah, so there's nothing else you can do besides sell it, I guess, if you want to get that 4K scarf, which I do want. I'm gonna throw away all my best options. I'm sure it does nothing. I'm positive, but that's why I want it. You know what I mean?
It does absolutely nothing, but it has a good description.
Okay. Ooh, you're selling me on it even more.
It's all it says is it has no effect, but it's worth it. That's the description. The best part is I didn't even need to make a new item. It's actually the beauty scarf, which is the item that you use to evolve Feebas. But since you're never going to get a Feebas,
right,
you would never know.
I just went through that. Why is Vulpix not in my party? Do I have to talk to Chimeco?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just said she was going to go play in Treasure Town.
Oh, okay, there it is.
There's still no way to make a third character. No, there's not. I mean, I'm sure there is.
There is. It's a pain in the ass, though, because they do it for Manaphy and Sky.
Oh. Interesting. Does she really follow you around like that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
It's super fucking spaghetti code, though. It's, like, not worth it. I say a lot of things aren't worth it, to be fair. But, you know.
Oh, so here's the thing about this game. I had to make sure because you could release party members. You could just tell
Yeah.
him goodbye. So I had to make sure to shut that off for Vulpix. Oh, yeah, she has different abilities. So the idea
Flash Fire,
for
Cute Charm.
I don't think I said this, but the idea of this hack is each Pokemon has their normal ability, which is Riolu's his other ability, which doesn't let him sleep. That's his actual ability.
Mm-hmm.
But then each Pokemon has a kind of like a emotional ability. So for Riolu, it's Vital Spirit because you could argue he does have one. Shinx, it's Intimidate because he's a mean dude, and Vulpix has Cute Charm and Flash Fire because that's her normal ability. So this is where it ends for now. The main story.
Okay.
There's the other 2 special episodes if you wanted to, and then there's Outlaws, but I don't know if you want to play that.
First thing I gotta do is see if there's any moves I can relearn on Vulpix. I'm gonna forget that next time I play this game. So I'm going to save the game, sell all my shit, get $500.
Get Scarf.
No, I need more than 500 for that shit.
Shit.
This is the end of the road. Kino!
Yep. See, that's pretty much my self-insert.
Very nice.
So yeah, actually, if you go to Sharpedo's Bluff, you can see the clouds in the background. The normal sky, and that's what I'm waiting on to get made. I'll actually explain it to you if you want to go to Sharpedo's.
Sure.
Why is the biggest pain in the ass you've ever seen? Because it was easy for Wigglytuff's Guild, not easy at all for Sharpedo's Bluff to get these clouds working. Oh yeah, all the you saw it already. The shopkeepers mentioned the rain. Will-O-Wisp confusion, help in hand. So the idea is, I
Support
kind
mod.
of wanted Vulpix to be. Her defense is pretty high, I think. So she's kind of like the tanky character.
Yeah, and doesn't she have like Flash Fire? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she
Cute
does.
Charm, yeah.
And Cute Charm. So she's a little tanky.
I mean, I probably still don't want Confuse Ray because there's been barely any bosses.
Mm-hmm. I don't even have plans for that many, to be honest.
Helping Hand, Ember. Throw Confuse on there. I might want Confuse Ray. That's a good, like, get out of jail free card. Because Quick Attack's never going to happen. Because she's going to be the third, so she's in the back. Confuse Ray gives me an extra turn when I switch out, though. So that is better. Shockwave, does that go through? Oh. Whatever, not worth. That's a good move, but also I didn't need that 500.
See, if you go to Sharpedo's, I'll show you why it is such a pain to get the clouds to work. So, if you notice,
A little like
there's
fog
that
effect.
flag. What?
Oh, the flag, yeah.
That flag is the big problem because it's animated. And you can see the cloud through it
Yep.
in the little holes at the top. So basically, it was either A, make a whole new background, which would be a horrible pain, and it would mess up all the animated tiles, or I made the clouds, but the object has to be animated to fit the little holes in the flag at all times. So that's what I had to commission. So I commissioned someone to make the clouds move like 5 pixels so that the flag moves, but the clouds are never in front, and they're always behind the flag, which really sucks.
Sounds annoying, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it is.
Sounds annoying.
Because otherwise, if I just use it just as a normal object, the flag is gonna go. The clouds are gonna go over the flag, and it's gonna look like shit. Which most people would never notice because they only go over by like 2 pixels. But I know it's there, and it bothers me. Oh yeah, so he's like, I don't know if I should buy anything. It's definitely cool to see different weather in church.
My Ludokino theory is very alive, by the way. Same dialogue as EOS, except replace Grovile with Zoroark. Is this on purpose? Is this people with small brains look at this and think this is the ROM hacker trying to just repurpose work that has already been done and try to make things easy for themselves? The enlightened individual sees this and recognizes that it is foreshadowing for 10 hours from now, in which it will be revealed. Who the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, So, I'll just tell you the plan.
Nidoking. Yeah.
Excuse me, I like Nidoking. So the plan is, Chansey obviously has no reason to exist because there's not the eggs. So that is dead space right there. What can I put there? My plan is to put base building in the hack. And Chansey's hut is going to be repurposed into a different hut that sells furniture.
I see. Okay,
So
base building.
Yeah. There were 2 things that I always wanted to put in Treasure Town. One was weather, which I think is looking pretty good, except for the one cloud, which I'm going to get, and base building. So that is, I think it's very possible. It'll be a pain in the ass, but it's possible. Will there be Mankey? There will not be. Actually, there's Mankey at the hot spring. Remember? There's one that always sits on his ass. There's nothing all day. Oh, yeah. Like, don't worry, Riol, we'll get your sister back. They have no idea. They're losers. Nah, it's funny. So, yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the story.
All right, so unironically, my predictions, right?
Mm-hmm.
My primate brain, when I play video games, is looking for patterns, right? To try to find the Ludokino hidden in the sauce, GOAT epic style, right? So, everyone in this game has some kind of trust issues related to someone close to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just they express it differently. Like, Riolu is just trying way too hard to not admit that he has a problem, right? And whatever, they all do it differently. So you have Poochyena Myena, you have Riolu, his parents, who we haven't met, Shanks, his parents, and his sister. His sister and Shanks, she also expresses it with fucking her believing literally everyone, right? It's like, it's all the same, like, generational trauma. I guess that's how I'm gonna say it. Same like generational trauma. Maybe that's not the exact term I'm looking for, but it's like a very pervasive theme throughout this game. So at the very end, it is revealed that there's Zoroark and Zorua. Still don't know who the main antagonist is though, because it's all been black screens. I don't believe it's Zoroark. That's way too easy. Why would that be a boss fight you can have in the middle of the game, especially if it's possible to win? That doesn't make sense. So I'm not believing that shit for 2 seconds. It's gonna be Ditto, Kecleon, Mew, okay? Smeargle. It's gonna be all of them at the same time. They combine into super dark matter, alright? Whoever the antagonist is, Xehanort. When you find him, okay? He is gonna be he's gonna be like someone's mom or dad. Alright? That's gotta be what's going on. But black screen, dark void, Darkrai. Okay. We're cooking.
There has been like no dark screens though.
No, the black screens show up every time there's a screen transition, dude.
Oh my god. Well, what color do you want me to make them? I'll make them pink.
Here's what I think.
Pink screen transitions.
Or it's gonna be like, who is a mon that you think of, and it's like their role is they're like the parent, you know? Because so far it's been like evolutions. Kangaskhan's already used though, so it can't be that easy. We're all getting punked. Okami's not written the ending yet. We're giving him ideas. No, so here's what's going on, right? Obviously, Zorua is joining the party. Okay, so we're gonna have the party of 6, and you're gonna pick your 4, right? It's gonna be these. It's gonna be these 2. It's gonna be Poochyena. Fuck team K9. All right, we're gonna steal Poochyena. Okay. Because there's brother issues there, right? So it's gonna be all the family issues on one team. It's gonna be these 2. It's gonna be Poochyena. It's gonna be Vulpix. It's gonna be baby Zorua. All right, the 6th one.
Don't forget Electrike. His whole family kicked him out.
No, that's gonna be a boss fight against him. He's gonna be a fake out party member. You kill him instead. All right.
You kill him.
6 one. Not literally kill. Not literally kill. That'd be just silly. That'd be silly. You give him some stern words, and then he leaves you alone. All right. 6. You think that I'm not ready for this, right? You already revealed you're not introducing any more characters. The 6th party member clearly is gonna be coughing. All right, it's gonna be a really cool scene when he turns on Skuntank at the moment when he was gonna hit you with the super noxious gas combo, and instead it's a betrayal. It's gonna be really cool, and he joins your party. And then he disappears for the rest of the game, not dead.
All right, you want to hear what I think?
Yeah.
I think I gotta rewrite the script. It's too easy.
Look, I'm just saying, Diglett is definitely the rogue agent. Yeah, common element just so happens to be hanging around too much. That's not Diglett. That's Mew. Come on, man. That's the antagonist.
I might as well stop producing it. The case is closed.
Diglett wrote the letter.
So I unironically need to give you writer's credit now.
I think Shinx's parent wrote the letter.
Okay.
What do you think
about
that? Which one? The dad, because the mom was the one that was the boss fight.
No, like which letter?
The one that said to go to the dungeon where Zoroark is at.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say if you're right. I'm just gonna say okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I actually do have. So I don't have any. I have the major plot points planned.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, if you ask me like what the next dungeon's gonna be, where the story is going now, immediately, I don't have any fucking clue. So, what I do know is the relationship between Zorua, and Shanks. I have all that planned already,
Hmm.
and it does go deep. It's not like Zora was just doing this just because she's got nothing better to do.
They have the same father. And it's Darkrai.
I tend to write endings first and work backwards. The way I do is I write the beginning, I write the ending, and everything in the middle, you figure it out.
Ryalu's doing the breaststroke right here, swimming through the rain.
All right, so here's a stupid thing about that was Floors of Sky.
Uh-huh.
If you run in a circle, and then like a very tight circle, and then you run in one direction,
Your partner
will
loses
do
tracking. Yep.
No, your partner will do the same circle. It looks so stupid. So
Yeah, you're talking about like they're following you after. Yeah, let me see if I can.
Yeah, they don't track you by distance. They track you by, like, don't even run. Just do a very, very tight circle walking by, like, pixels, and then walk away. And as you're walking away, Shinx will be running in circles.
I used to be able to do that. I know what you're talking about. I'm washed.
Oh no, it's easy. You just like tap the controller, like left, down, right, up, like very, very little. Yep. Like that. Exactly like that, right? So Shinx is doing it now too. So now just like slowly walk to the right. And he's gonna keep he kind of you could do it even tighter than that.
Yeah.
And it looks so dumb.
I used to be able to do it like
because they
fucking with the quickness.
They do the same input as you.
Right.
Just like, a few steps before. So if you're doing dumb shit, they do the same thing. They don't track you by distance. Darkrai aggressively Fortnite dance.
Teddy Ursa with the focus band on, or is that a fucking
Focus Sash?
Focus Sash, yeah.
Yeah. He looks cute. I had to get that made too. Because he's now a student.
Right.
But he's a kid. So I can't have him just show up. He's an employee now. He needs his uniform. So Marowak gave him a cute little headband to wear. I was like, I didn't like Darkrai. I mean, he's a cool Pokemon, but him in this game is just like, he's evil just because, that's his job. Cubone, Cubfoo's gonna send a cease and desist. He probably will. So yeah, I don't think you went in the dojo last time, did you?
No.
Okay. So now how the dojo works is, they'll explain it. Yeah, you get tickets that you could redeem for prizes.
So why are they doing this? Is it like illegal in Treasure Town for this to be money? Is this like how some casinos are like not gambling because you get tokens instead of money, and then you exchange the tokens?
Isn't that just arcades?
Damn, you're right. Damn, that is true.
Wait, hey, that's how they did it in the mainland Pokemon. That's true. So yeah, you have an actual reason to use the dojo now, and you can see what tickets you can get. Did you deposit everything?
Gave me the warning message.
Okay.
What do you mean?
The dojo
Limited storage. Fuck you mean?
I hate to tell you, but the dojos, the actual dungeons are exactly the same. Oh yeah, found another thing that's a pain in the ass. Stackable items.
Uh-huh.
They're impossible. Impossible to code.
Oh, because I have 8. Alright.
I tried to make, so the tickets are actually their own item each time, which sucks because they take up so much inventory. But there's no way to make them stack. Which sucks. Because the only things that stack are rocks and thorns. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I know you said you were getting into the story like at the end of the last stream. Hopefully now it's even better. And if it's not, you can tell me.
Yeah, I think it's still good. I think this part was like, I mean, like you were saying, it's there's just one arc, I guess. But I feel like there's a lot of interesting information there and like a lot to recontextualize things. So I'm still about like the same level I was before.
All right. So yeah, the 2 special episodes, you saw one of them already. The other one is the Team Razor 1 special episode.
Okay.
Which has a absolutely ridiculous boss fight in it. Which if you don't plan on playing it, I could just tell you.
I'm probably gonna play it off stream at some point, but you can tell me.
All right, that's fine. I won't tell you then. I'll let it be a surprise. But so this version is not live yet. I'm gonna make one more version, as I said, when I get the clouds.
Okay.
Then I could finally move on to making part 5, which, as I said, I have no idea where it's going next. Damn, so many mundane things that are just impossible to work with. Yep. Fucking stackable items. You can't do it. I think you can, but the problem is you'll be able to throw the tickets like an item, like a rock. It'll just look so silly.
Hey, if you ever get the any like art to send me for a YouTube thumbnail, you should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna do like the start screen of the game.
I mean, that's probably fine. I don't really have any art, to be honest. One day someone will make art, maybe. Because as of right now, no one has made art of this hack yet.
Okay.
Which I've seen plenty of people make spirit art, which is awesome. So hopefully that'll come one day. I'm digging the more specific
the character focus. I agree. I think it's pretty refreshing that yeah, I guess this is what I was trying to say. I couldn't really articulate before. It you know, despite all my memeing about like predicting who is Ditto and who is Xehanort in this game, right? You know, I find myself like I almost kind of like don't really care where the plot goes necessarily. Like it's a lot more about like how are all these characters going to overcome their traumas and their very bad coping mechanisms is more of what I'm interested in.
But yeah,
so to that extent, I think it's pretty good, pretty compelling.
Let's go. By the way, I missed the previous comment where he said it's very cool. Thank you. I worked very hard on this. I've worked non-stop on this for basically a year, which is crazy when I think about it. Yeah, Rare is. I'm so far away from the fucking computer. I can't. Rare is a story in which I care more about the plot than the individual character arcs anyway. Plot is the car. Characters take the road trip. And that sounds like a fucking Final Fantasy game.
I knew you were going to say that.
They're all just, you know.
Okami, do you have any last things to say for the 2 people that are going to watch this on YouTube before I cut the pod?
Oh, man. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're a fucking god. That's pretty much it. I haven't even played 15. Don't play it. Don't play any of them. In fact, if you've played any of the Final Fantasy games, just like wipe them from